Good evening and welcome to the 7 o'clock English news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Firstly, headlines. The Sultanate and Pakistan signed a memorandum of understanding in the field of military cooperation. The Royal Hospital confirms decline in ICU patients and statistics shows a decline in daily infections of coronavirus. And the National Cybersecurity Exercise stresses that the Sultan's institutions deal with more than 1,000 cyber attacks during a year. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. The Sultanate and the Islamic Republic of Pakistan signed a memorandum of understanding in the field of military cooperation between the two friendly countries at the Ministry of Defense in Muaskar al-Murtafa. The memorandum was signed from the Omani side by His Excellency Mohammed bin Nasser al-Rasbi, Secretary General at the Ministry of Defense, and from the Pakistani side by His Excellency K.K. Ahsan Wajan, Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan accredited to the Sultanate. The MOU, which was signed by the two Ministries of Defense, came to enhance the existing cooperation relations and serves the common interest between them. The annual meeting of the Judicial Inspection members shed light on the program of management of issues in judicial inspection work so as to achieve the goals of the development of comprehensive judicial work. The meeting also reviewed ways of developing performance and procedures of courts so as to keep up with the requirements of current judicial authority stage. It also focused on the obstacles that face the judicial work in first instance and appellate courts and to find appropriate solutions for them to serve justice and give litigants their rights. The meeting was headed by Honorable Said Khalifa bin Saeed Al Busaidi, head of the Supreme Court, Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Judicial Council, Chairman of Administrative Judicial Affairs Council. The Ministry of Health announced that the total number of recorded infections with coronavirus in the Sultanate is 111,033, while the total number of deaths reached 1,122 cases. The total of those recovered reached 96,949 and the cure rate is set at 87.3%. The Minister stated that the number of inpatients during the past 24 hours have reached 50 and the total number of hospitalized patients reached 501 cases. Of them, 207 cases are in intensive care. Doctors at the Royal Hospital discover complications in COVID-19 patients, and also they explained that there is significant decrease in the number of patients in the ICU after the enforcement of the nightly lockdown. More details in the following report.
Doctors at the Royal Hospital discover complications in COVID-19 patients, some post-treatment, such as lethargy, a decrease in appetite, feebleness, and complications in the functions of some organs. The doctors explain that this poses a difficult challenge for health workers in general and for those working at the ICUs in particular, as this pandemic has had a devastating effect on the mental health of both doctors and nurses. Due to the nightly lockdown, the number of patients in the ICU at the Royal Hospital has sharply decreased. It is explained that although the symptoms of COVID-19 have remained similar, the characteristics of the patients have not. The idea of typical over 60 years of age patients and those with chronic conditions is being constantly challenged, as just last week, 2 patients have been admitted to the ICU at the mere ages of 14 and 16. The health workers' mental health has been devastated by this pandemic. The successful treatment of any patient represents a ray of hope for them that ease their worries and recharge their energies. The discovery of complications after treatment will put an even greater pressure on them.
Still to come, a news bulletin. Madai launches industrial inventory project and studying the added value and investor satisfaction at various industrial estates. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Under the theme Responding to Cyber Incidents to Advanced Risks, the activities of the 6th National Cyber Drill began today. More details in the following report.
Cyber security threats are significantly increasing day after another worldwide. Hence, to build local capabilities to address cybersecurity issues, Oman National CERT launched the 6th National Cyber Drill under the theme Incident Response for Intelligent Threats.
We at the Ministry organizing this version of Cyber Drill, which is aligned in the efforts that the Ministry is doing to achieve the Oman 2040 vision. By aligning its projects, initiatives that is part of Oman strategy with the Vision 2040, specifically because the vision has addressed in one of its priorities specifically on the economy diversification that is dependent on knowledge, technology, and innovations, on a specific objective related to the importance of having an infrastructure, a technology infrastructure that is enabling the other sectors, and also being ready concerning the cybersecurity emerging challenges. Hence, we are organizing this specific drill this year in cooperation and coordination with other related agencies in the country, specifically the Cyber Defense Center, the local law enforcement, government organization, and the critical national infrastructures.
Over a period of 2 days, the National Drill includes implementing 3 scenarios for simulating some cybersecurity threats and how they can be dealt with through cybersecurity readiness teams.
This year, we decided to go with advanced persistent threats, which it is smart malware. Why? Because of COVID-19, today a lot of organizations here in the Sultanate of Oman are trying hard to give their services online, to transform to the online services. Therefore, we are focusing on the type of malware that attacks this organization and how to prevent from happening, and in case it did happen, what the right procedure and processes they should take to overcome this issue.
Around 55 participants representing 32 various institutions in the Sultanate are taking part in this drill. Besides protecting the national infrastructure, this drill enhances the readiness of all entities to actively respond to and handle the persistent intelligent threats which target entities that provide vital services online. Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
His Excellency Volkan Bozkır, President of the 75th Session of the United Nations General Assembly, affirmed that the Sultanate, under the leadership of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq, is wise and pragmatic and is based on an ancient civilizational legacy. In a meeting held by His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Awad Al Hassan, the Sultan's permanent representative to the United Nations in New York, His Excellency the President hailed the Sultan's foreign policy, indicating that his political doctrine is based on respect for the principles of the United Nations Charter and international law, which has earned it an international respect. His Excellency added that the world needs countries such as the Sultanate that seeks to bridge the rift between the countries, support resolutions of disputes by peaceful means, and encourage the building of trust between countries and peoples. The Foreign Ministry inaugurated postage stamp of the 40th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between the Sultanate and China. It was issued by Oman Post, and it depicts an image of one of the Omani castles besides being a documentation of the historical voyage of the Sinbad from Sohar Port to Guangzhou City in China. It also includes a picture of the Great Wall of China. Oman Arab Bank inaugurated the Step of the Future 3.0 initiative, which included a group of smart solutions that depend on artificial intelligence technologies. More in the following report.
To provide superior customer experience within the banking industry in the Sultanate, Oman Arab Bank, OAB, launched a wide range of advanced digital solutions entitled Step to the Future 3.0.
Step to the Future 3.0 is a major pillar of Oman Arab Bank's strategy, reflected in our innovation and in our focus to enhance customer experience. The Innovation Lab has been very active even during COVID days to come out with a lot of technologies that helps us keep our staff and our customers protected through providing services such as the digital onboarding and the digital top-up loans.
Step to the Future 3.0 marks the next stage of OAB's digital evolution, with various artificial intelligence-driven e-payment solutions and facilities. Customers can take advantage of a one-of-a-kind simplified and secure online onboarding system via the OAB online app, which allows the opening of an account in less than 5 minutes, without the need to physically visit the branch or sign any printed document.
Today was the launch of the Step to the Future 3.0. This is a major milestone for Oman Arab Bank, where we have successfully launched the digital onboarding platform, and where customers can use our application to open accounts at their home without the need to come to the bank and conduct the transactions. Today we have also successfully launched the online top-up feature, as well as other features that continuously provide a better customer experience for our customers.
These new services emphasize the commitment of Oman Arab Bank to technological progress and to make banking for its customers even easier. The bank operates a nationwide network of 55 branches and representative offices over 160 ATMs spread across the country. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi.
Under the theme, Connecting the World with Data We Can Trust, the Sultanate joins the countries of the world in celebrating the World Statistics Day, which corresponds to the 20th of October every year. It came as the Sultanate crossed a long term in implementing e-General Census for Population, Housings and Facilities 2020, the results of which will be announced by upcoming December. The theme of this year reflects the importance of trusted data and innovation at statistical systems, as it considers an important tributary in planning. Coinciding with the World Statistics Day, the Public Establishment for Industrial Estates, Madain, began implementing the Industrial Inventory Project and studying the added value and investor satisfaction with the aim of building a comprehensive database for the projects invested in various industrial cities of Madain. The project is one of the main pillars on which the corporation relies on preparing its Vision 2040, which aims to enhance the elements of comprehensive and sustainable economic and social development. The project will enable decision makers in the industrial sector to understand the reality of the business environment in industrial cities and the most prominent challenges facing investment operations in the current stage, as well as develop plans and strategies commensurate with the future aspirations of this important and vital sector. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Sultan in Pakistan signed Memorandum of Understanding in the field of military cooperation. The Royal Hospital confirms decline in ICU patients, and statistics show the decline in daily infections of coronavirus due to the implementation of the night curfew. And the National Cybersecurity Exercise stresses that the Sultan's institutions deal with more than 1,000 cyber attacks during the year. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from Bulletin newsroom and the studios. Thanks for your time. Good night.